The sun blazed mercilessly over the hills of Israel, casting long shadows over the land. For 18 years, the Israelites had lived under the crushing rule of King Eglon of Moab. Each year, they brought their tribute, a symbol of their subjugation to Eglon's palace. The people's cries rose to the heavens, and at last, God answered. He raised up a deliverer, Ehud, the son of Gera, a man of the tribe of Benjamin. Ehud was different. He was left-handed at trade, unusual and often overlooked, but God had chosen him for this very reason. Ehud prepared carefully for his task. He forged a small, double-edged dagger, sharp and lethal, and strapped it to his right thigh, hidden beneath his cloak. His heart pounded as he set out, carrying the Israelites' tribute to Eglon's palace. Eglon, a man of immense size and indulgence, sat on his ornate throne, surrounded by the trappings of his wealth and power. Ehud approached, bowing low. "Your Majesty," he said, his voice steady despite the tension that gripped him. "Here is the tribute from Israel." Eglon smirked, reveling in his dominance over the Israelites. The tribute was presented, and Ehud began to withdraw. But then he paused. "Your Majesty," he said, turning back, his tone lowering conspiratorially. "I have a secret message for you." Eglon's curiosity was piqued. He dismissed his attendants with a wave of his hand. "Speak," he commanded. Ehud stepped closer, his eyes locked on the king's. "This message," he said, "is from God." In one swift motion, Ehud reached beneath his cloak, drew the dagger, and plunged it into Eglon's belly. The blade sank deep, and the handle disappeared into the folds of flesh. Eglon gasped, his eyes widening in shock. Before he slumped over, lifeless, Ehud left the dagger where it was. Knowing time was of the essence, he locked the doors of the chamber. Behind him, man slipped away unnoticed. Outside the palace, Eglon's servants waited, puzzled by the locked doors. "He must be relieving himself," one said, and the others laughed nervously, deciding to wait longer. Meanwhile, Ehud reached the hill country of Ephraim. He blew a trumpet, its sound ringing out like a clarion call of hope. The Israelites gathered around him, their faces filled with anticipation. "Follow me," Ehud cried, his voice strong and unyielding. "The Lord has delivered Moab into your hands." With Ehud leading them, the Israelites descended upon the unsuspecting Moabite forces. The battle was swift and decisive. Not a single Moabite soldier escaped. That day, Israel was freed from Moab's oppression. For 80 years, the land knew peace, all because one man trusted in God's plan and acted with courage. This is not just the story of Ehud, but a testament to how God uses even our unique traits, our perceived weaknesses, for His glory. Through Ehud's left-handedness, God delivered an entire nation, proving that His ways are higher than ours.